Hello everybody, this is Captain Jerwa bringing you another narrated Pokemon Showdown battle. This time I have a new team that I built, a rain team, which has a Banded Terrakion there, because I put Banded Terrakion on all of my teams now. It's just that good. I have a standard Bronzong to be a dragon counter and to set up Stealth Rocks. I have a specially defensive Politoed, a physically defensive Sub-Toxic Tentacruel, which has been the MVP of like a lot of games because with a Rain Dish it recovers a lot of HP and forces a lot of switches, so I can set up a Sub and then Toxic and then Rapid Spin, and it's just amazing. And then I have an Expert Bell Latios with Roost to make it so it can live longer and therefore get off more damage. And then a Scarfed Adamant Landorus T, which if the opponent's team is not prepared or weakened, this thing can actually pull off some sweeps. And it also is a good Terrakion pivot. So my opponent has a very Dragon Hyper Offense team, which with just two Steel types to take the Ice moves and the other Dragon moves, which you may scoff at first, but that's actually I've seen people use this strategy before. It's like since teams usually can't handle like 4 dragons, so it actually can work pretty well some of the time. But anyway, let's just see how this battle plays out. Okay, so he's just going to lead off with his Kieran Black as I lead off with my Bronzong, which is actually a really good matchup for me. So as he Fusion Bolts and crits me, I'm just going to go straight for the rocks. Since this Kieran and his Dragonite are weak to them, I thought I should get them up. And now, thinking he's choiced, I'm going to go into my Landorus T to take that Fusion Bolt as he switches into his Heatran, which is a really great matchup for me, and I know he's not going to want to stay in, so I just go straight for the U-turn as he switches into his Latios, predicting the ground move, which works out absolutely perfectly. That U-turn did a hell of a lot to this big threat. So now I'm going to go into my Politoed since I am specially defensive, so I can take this Specs Draco Meteor like a beast. I've seen the Expert Belt damage, and Expert Belt does 50%, so that was definitely Specs, and Politoed still took that really well for Specs damage, that is. Anyway, he's going to go back into his Kieran Black because he can threaten me with the Fusion Bolt, and basically any other move except for HP Fire he could go for would KO me at this point. And I protect to scout what move he is going to lock himself into. And so I see the Fusion Bolt and go back into my Landorus Therian again, just because there's really no reason to since I'm Scarfed and I'm fairly certain he's choiced. So yeah, anyway, I believe I do go for the Stone Edge, predicting the Dragonite, and since it is the best move I have to hit his Kyurem, so he just got smashed again. But unfortunately, since I'm locked into the Stone Edge, he can bring in his Garchomp, and I bring in my Bronzong on this Outrage, and I am able to take that, which is good. And this Bronzong actually does carry the HP Ice for Garchomps and Gliscors, and I am able to get that off, get some really solid damage on him. Unfortunately though, since he did crit me first turn, I am going to go down to this next Outrage. And I was thinking, you know what, since Kieran Black is probably Scarfed, this thing isn't Scarfed, right? 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 He has 2 Scarfers. It's okay though, because Landorus can still take that, get off the Earthquake, but now my HP is at the point where I definitely will not be able to take an Outrage from this thing. So I'm just going to go into my Latios, because it's the most useless thing on my team right now, since he has Kyurem, which is Scarfed, and 2 Steel types. So yeah, I go into my Landorus thinking like, okay, well Garchomp was Scarfed, so this thing's banded, right? Nope, he's Scarfed. And now I'm really scared because this thing can basically sweep my team if he's not confused, basically. So I go into Banded Terrakion, just hoping for the confusion. It's basically my only hope, and I know nothing on his team can take a close combat, so he just decides to sack his Scissor knowing that, and so he can get another free switch into Kieran Black, which, god damn it, this thing is such a threat. Oh man, so yeah, I go into Tentacruel, and it actually lives this. And physically defensive Tentacruel, it's a bit of a beast, not gonna lie. Even though that is scarfed, but yeah, anyway, so I just die to that outrage, and I go into my Terrakion because my only hope now, I think, is going for the quick attack, which doesn't kill him, oh no! But this outrage, I live at 1%! Oh, so yeah, I live the outrage, be able to finish him off with a quick attack, and then his last Pokemon is a Heatran, and Heatran is definitely not going to be able to stand up to a banded Terrakion and a specially defensive Politoed. So, yeah. So Politoed actually is able to take 2 Earth Powers, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be the match. I really have been enjoyed. I really have been enjoyed. Yes, I really have been enjoying using this team. I've really been liking rain teams in general lately. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed, you can leave a like, subscribe, do all that. But other than that, see you guys later.